that gamble is sending a U-boat into the Royal Navy's base at Scapa Flow. In our Jutland series, Craig, if you remember, we talked about Scapa Flow as the bastion where the Grand Fleet was based, and it still remained a big bastion for the British fleet. This is where all their battleships and heavy cruisers would be docked. And the person selected for this was the commander of U-47, Günther Prien. Craig, would you like to briefly talk about Prien and his career before? Because he's one of the most decorated aces of the U-boats.
Yeah, here, I'm just going to pull up a portrait of him. Well, I have so many tabs open as well. Here, I think this is him. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure because I have way too many tabs open. So,
It's understandable.
He was one of the most celebrated U-boat commanders during the early years of World War II for Nazi Germany. He joined the Kriegsmarine in 1936 after serving in the Reichsmarine, qualifying as a submarine officer. Prien quickly distinguished himself through aggressive leadership, meticulous preparation, and a keen sense of tactical opportunity. Probably his greatest achievement was aboard U-boat U-47, which is going to be in 1939, during which he's executing what we're about to talk about, a daring maneuver that's going to hit, I don't want to say, a significant warship of the Royal Navy that was docked in Scapa Flow. He was taking part in which was essentially a small raid, but it very much shocked the Royal Navy what was the outcome. And I think this is kind of what kickstarted his World War II career, you could say, gave him his name. And other than that, I don't want to give away too much what you're about to say because
But he was a celebrated ace. He would be sinking over 160,000 tons of shipping in his missions. Yeah, and that still was not the top number. One moment. Just get a small image of Scapa Flow.
Not perfect. Yeah, that's a problem when we come up with these bios. Usually the bio wants to highlight the greatest achievement of the person, and what you're about to say is his greatest achievement, so yeah.
True enough.
I don't want to give away.
I guess that is the reality, right?
Yeah. But yeah, he was a distinguished U-boat commander. I'm not sure, is he the same guy that Das Boot is based off of? Or is it someone else?
I'm not 100% sure, but this is just like Scapa Flow. So this kind of gives you an indication of what kind of a naval fortress it is. I think that's the proper term. All your battleships, aircraft carriers are going to be here. So that means that destroyer groups are going to be operating from here as well. So it's a base with 40 to 50 ships because Britain at this point is unbelievably powerful in naval terms. It's not even close. Even like at the start of the outbreak of war, Britain has 15 battleships and battle cruisers to 5 of the Germans. This is including the Bismarck and Tirpitz, which are still under construction. So they're not yet operational, but they're there. Britain has 7 aircraft carriers, none of the Germans. 66 cruisers against 9 of the Germans. 66 to 9. And destroyers, Britain has over 184 compared to 22 of the Germans. In submarines, they're almost on par with Britain having 60 and Germany having 57. Granted, the British fleet is going to be spread across all of its domains. So you're going to have the Far East forces, you're going to have the Mediterranean and the home fleet. But the naval disparity is mind-boggling. And Germany knows, and they don't have also the capacity to, fight them. But the idea for Donitz with this raid is nothing beyond PR, right? He needs to get something so that Hitler is willing to back